Evening, guys, or afternoon, or morning, wherever you are, or waking up. Um, Over the weekend, I had a comment from, I think it was Carlos, about trim removal on taking it off from the vinyl roof. And I don't know if it's any different on any of the other models. This is only on a 74. And what I've discovered, so there's the trim piece. And how I've taken this off is there's two screws. So on the back of the trim piece itself, you see that little screw there? That goes through the body there, and it's the same obviously on the other side. Okay, so you see that hole there. So on that side and on that side, you have to get into the trunk and literally unscrew there and there first before you take any of the trim off. Otherwise, what will happen is you'll bend everything. So once you've done that, what's lying underneath are these little clips. Now these little clips, they sit, I'll show you, inside there. Okay, so it keeps the trim in place, and then they slide on. Alright, so when the trim is on itself, on these little grommets you've got here, what I did, and probably the best thing to do, guys, I mean, if your vinyl roof is that bad anyway, it's best to use your tools on the vinyl roof itself. Okay, so when you're getting in there, and these are the tools I've used, I'm sure you guys have seen these anyway. These are like trim pullers, or whatever you want to call them. I wouldn't advise using a screwdriver because you will just end up prizing into the bodywork itself. But these are good. They're so cheap as well, and you just get in there like that, and you literally just lift your trim up. Okay, and what you'll find is when you do that, it pops these off, and then eventually you go all the way around, yeah, taking your time with it as well, and you'll find, I mean, this trim, this is really hard stuff, so I think you will struggle to bend this. But once you've popped them all off, then you're ready to go. I've actually shaved on the sides, I've shaved my pieces off, because the only reason is I'm not putting a vinyl roof back on. Okay, so just be careful with these, obviously, because they do obviously will get in the way. But again, you know, it's quite an easy method, but just make sure before you do anything is you go underneath in the trunk and undo this side and that side first, all right, before you start pulling anything up, and then you'll find the trim will just pop up. All right, hope that's another tip for you, because I'm learning as well. Believe me. Cheers, guys. Hey guys, how you doing? Just want to give you an update on the 74 rear screen, which, as on a lot of the Caddies, is your worst nightmare, I think. It is a nightmare, because you have to find your angles to start with, and when you've got absolutely nothing there to play around with, it is quite daunting. But the way I've done this, now this isn't gospel, you know, I'm an absolute novice with this sort of stuff, but I'm quite happy with how things have progressed. So the way I've done this is to fabricate 4 pieces. So as you can see, what we want to do ideally is cut all of that out, all the way around there, pull that out and put a new piece in. But because there isn't a Swiss cheese replacement panel, we have to make it ourselves. So the pieces that I've come up with. So that would be the first piece. All right, so that would go in there. Because what you don't want to do, you don't want to go right on the edge, because then you lose the bend. So if you come over a little bit like that and fabricate that, get it as shapely as possible with this C-pillar. Okay, so that'll be your first piece. And then your second piece will be that piece there. That will flow down with your angle, okay? So you bring it down to around about there. Hang on, bear with me. Okay, so that'll be you check your angles. And then the next piece you want to do is what I've done is I've literally cut a piece out and then I've just scored on the underside, yeah. Put it in a vise and then just bend it gently, and that will give you that curve there. So that then pops into there like that. All right, and then again your next piece will just sit in there like that. So that gives you all of your angles, and that piece will go in there like that. So because you have to do, I mean, the way I look at it is you have to do at least 4 pieces, you know, just to get all the right angles, because there's nothing underneath here that is weldable. You know, you can't put anything underneath there at all. So what I will do is, once that piece is cut out, is I will literally weld these pieces together in a vise like that, and then as one piece I can then drop it in like that, and then I can literally just start tack welding all the way around. And because you've got a bit of flexibility with the shape, you can then just gently sort of manipulate the shape as you put it in, and then hopefully that'll give you the piece that you require. And I mean, what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to put a piece of perspex in there to replace the rear window. So that will give you the right angle, which will be copied off the original. So that will pop in there. So you can make sure before you tack weld all your pieces together that you've got your exact angle that you need for the rear screen. I hope you guys find it helpful, and look forward to the next one. Cheers, guys. 1, 2, 3, What I've done so far is, because there was a lot of rust inside there, just surface rust, cleaned the boot out and I put some deactivator. This is really good stuff. This is what they use on obviously boats and stuff like that. Really is good. I don't think you can see that. Aqua steel. So I'm just letting that dry for the moment, and so that if there's any bits in there, that'll just be neutralized, as it were. In the meantime, what I've done, because obviously I'm going to be welding here, is I've got some just normal gaffer tape, and I've just pushed it all around the headlining so it seals. Now obviously this isn't, you know, fireproof, but at least it will stop any bits of any sparks coming off that would then go inside the headliner, and then the whole headliner go, which isn't what I want. And what I've also done is I've got a sheet of perspex in there, just cut to shape, and put it in the inside, and then just wedged it up so it just stops any other sparks going inside there. And yeah, the gas can is empty. So let's see what we're going to do. So that's going to be the first pit that goes in there. So I'm going to just tack that in, and then we'll slowly start putting the other bits in together. Okay, let's see what happens. So busy. First piece is in, which is good. Just realised my grinder's not here, so yeah, one thing I've got to do is make sure that is straight, otherwise I'm going to lose all my angles, and when you've got nothing to play with, it's always hard. So yeah, I've got to take a smidge off that to put that piece in, and then that next piece will go in like that, all good, and then that last piece, which is that bit there, which sits underneath, so I've got a lip underneath there so I can penetrate it with the welder on that side, on that lip. But again, looking at that, I think I need to just readjust those pieces. Hey guys, how we doing? I'll tell you what, next door neighbours' kids, they're going to be in the trunk of this car. I'll tell you, they are doing my head in. Anyway, moving on. I've just done this piece here, so I've just folded that over. So I'm really happy with that bit. So just in the vice, couple of rolls, Miami vice. And then make sure I keep all of my angles and mid-angles. And then tomorrow, or no, Thursday, I'll get this last piece cut, and then hopefully by the weekend it'll be welded up and ready to go. Thing to remember, I'll tell you what is a bloody pig's ear, is all of your trim, because the trim goes on there as well, so that's got to be sat and central, and just making sure you get all the bloody angles done, because once that bit goes in and that bit goes in, and once you welded it all in, if that's hanging out like that, yeah, not good. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Really happy with that. Cool. Hey guys, hope everyone is good. Just to share with you the last stage of the rear window repair. It's all finished, it's all in place. I've just got the welding to do tomorrow, but I've used the window trim as the final check, and that's all looking good. So happy with that. It's inside there as well, with the roll as well. So I shall tack all that up tomorrow and then start filling. So really happy with that. And anyone who's thinking of doing it themselves, you know, just do it, because it will cost you a fortune otherwise in shop repairs and stuff. And do you know what? I'm not a metal guy or anything like that. I've just given it a go, and all I've used, okay, are the metal magnets, your cardboard for the templates, small vice grips, tin snips, hammer, dolly, and a metal file. And that's all I've used, guys, you know. So these are all just basic stuff you'll have in your garages and stuff. And don't be frightened of doing it, because the way to look at it, the way I see it, is if you've got a massive piece of rot there, it's going to have to be cut out, whether you do it or the garage does it. And if you do it and you make a few mistakes and then you're not too comfortable with it, then you've still saved money, because if it goes to a workshop to be done, whatever you've done, the garage hasn't got to do. So either way, you save money. But I do hope that you've enjoyed the videos, and I've enjoyed sort of doing a step-by-step video each time, and I'll show you what that looks like when it's all finished. But yeah, just go for it, guys, and just enjoy it. Cheers for now. Take care. Hey, welcome back, guys. So today I'm going to be welding the back piece first, and then what I want to try and do is recreate this fold line. So I don't know if you can see it, but I've just moved it back, the actual line there, I've just moved it back from the edge, so that when I come to do the welds I can sand those back, and that will recreate that line. Otherwise, if I have it sat too proud, it's just going to look like a patch all the way around there. So let's see how it turns out. Hey guys, welcome back. One of the questions already in the group, which is good, this is what this group is all about, is helping each other, is from Danny. Now he's talking about what can we do, obviously, to prevent all this coming back again. Now what I've used, and obviously if yours is as bad as mine, then obviously the water would have dripped down onto the chassis legs as well. Luckily for mine, mine are good. But what I've done is I've treated all underneath here with this product here called Aqua Steel, which is basically a rust inhibitor, and they use this on ships and all sorts of stuff. It's expensive stuff, but I guess you guys can use, is it Rust-Oleum you've got over there? Anything like that, you know, that is just gonna keep the rust at bay. So if you do have any leaks in the future, which hopefully you won't after this, it's not gonna hopefully bring it back too much. But this one I highly recommend, Aqua Steel, and you just literally brush it on till it goes black, and then you're good to go. Right, so first piece is going to go in now. Sorry, second piece. So, and this piece has changed as well. As you can see, it's now bent over and basically gives the extension piece of the main fold across there. And again, you just cut it out to size, and then that fold there is just done in the vise, and then that's just folded round like that, just with a gentle couple of taps with the metal hammer. That'll bring it round good. So that's going to go in there like that. So give it a couple of tacks, make sure I've got it in the right place first, and then we'll take it from there. Okay guys, second piece is in. A bit primitive, but I'm happy with that. That's not going anywhere, and plus no one's going to see it, which is what we want. So next stage is to get this curved piece in, and obviously needing to retain this fold as well as we go. So I'm just going to tack it in, making sure I keep that curve all the way through, because it is just literally on that fold line. So I'm hoping that I can literally just, once the welding's shaved off, I can then recreate that line all the way through. Fingers crossed anyway. So, but looking good. So trying to just keep the gaps really tight at the moment, and obviously keeping any stray sparks flying around as well. So let's get to it. Next piece. Welcome back guys. Okay, so this is it, almost finished. I've just got a little bit more welding to do in there, a little bit on the tail end there, just letting it cool down for a bit. Yeah, all good, it's in. I managed to keep that line as well, which is good, all the way along there. And it's yeah, I won't win any prizes for welding, but certainly win prizes for doing it yourself, eh? So there we go, that's one side done. So I'll finish the welding off and then onto the other side. Joy. 1, 2, 3, Hey guys, okay, so that's that side all finished, and now this side. It's eaten more in, obviously it's eaten into the trim on this one, so luckily this piece just comes off, so I can do a little bit of a fill in that. Looking at this though, just trying to work out what to do in comparison to the other one. Just need to see how far that is rotted underneath there. It seems quite strong underneath that bit. That side is alright, so I might just come across there, see what that bit's like there, and then do what I did on the other side and just do it in 4 bits again. And this side, yeah, because it's eating through there as well. So I think probably cut, yeah, exactly where the line is there. Probably cut there, right across. So I can get rid of all these studs because I'm not having a vinyl roof ever again. So all of these studs are coming off, which will make it just smooth it out a bit as well. So yeah, so there's the challenge, there's the next one. Interesting. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to the repair number 2. So, I'm gonna change tactics on this repair because last repair I did, I used 4 pieces together. So I'm now going to attempt to repair this in 2 pieces. So obviously it's going to be this one here all the way down to that piece there, and then that piece on its own, and bring them together. So that's the plan. So I've made my cardboard templates out already, and then I've laid them out on the metal. So I'm going to cut these pieces out, that one and that one, and then start forming. And hopefully we'll see how we go. I'll keep you updated. Cheers guys. Hey guys, welcome back. Happy Friday to you. Right, I spent about 2 days just forming metal, which has been, yeah, real joy. But we've managed to do it in 2 pieces. So, let's take you down. This piece is obviously takes ages to form. And it's this tail piece that is the real time that goes into it, because as you come down, you're coming down into a curved piece and then it's flattening off. So that's always difficult to put together. And then obviously it's getting your angles right. So what I've done with these 2 pieces, rather than on the other side where I'd come across like that. I've run that main seam all the way down to the end, and then with this second piece I've done exactly what I did on the other side, but I've used the whole piece rather than two individual bits. So that back piece there, I don't know if you can see it, no, that's been rolled in the vise, and then you come down to that then tucks into that piece there, and then that runs off down there. Tape's just there so I can see the actual line. So yeah, happy with it, finally in. So what I'm going to do, guys, to help you, if it is of any help, I'm going to take these bits out and I'm going to mark them up and give you the measurements. So I'll put it all out for you, the measurements of doing this fix, so that all you guys have got to do is just cut it out and then sort of shape it and put it in, because I'm pretty sure it's most of your caddies are all going to be going in the same sort of area. So if it helps you at all, it's all good. Lovely. Right, well, I'm going to take these out. I'll be putting them in tomorrow. And I'll just, yeah, so all that is, so that's one piece. And that's the second piece. Okay. It's easy as that. 2 pieces, 2 days, what, 30 bucks, if that, to fix in your time. That is it. Happy days. Right, see you next time. Hey guys, okay, last piece done. She's in, all buttoned up, looking good. Happy with that. Yeah. So, took a bit of fettling, but it's in. And I'll just prime that up later when it's all dry. And then I shall start putting the getting all this crap out, and then what I'll do is, the window is just there, I'll drag that out and do a little dummy fit, make sure it does actually fit in there, and then once that's all right, I've got the trim to straighten out as well. It's relatively straight apart from that bottom piece. See, yeah, you bent. So I'll straighten all that up tomorrow and then get it all back in. But yeah, loving it, loving it, loving it. That's another job off the list. Delicious. 1, 2